This video is sponsored by Brilliant. Hey guys, this looks like a fun one. We're given two squares, and this distance is equal to 6. And it wants us to find the total pink area. This is day 15 of the 2025 Aggvent calendar. For the month of December, we're going to solve 31 Katrina Ag puzzles in 31 days. And if you want to try this one, pause it right now, because I'm going to solve it in 3, 2, 1. Let's label the side length of this square x and the side length of this square y. I'm going to try to make a formula for this pink area. Let's call this z and then extend this side to here so we can make this right triangle. And let's label the height of this right triangle w. And now we can write a formula for the pink area. It's going to be this square plus this triangle minus this triangle. So the area of this square is x squared. The area of this square is y squared. And then the area of this triangle will be 1/2 base times height, or 1/2 of zy. Do zy. And the area of this triangle will be 1/2 of the base of z plus y times the height of w. And now we have a formula for the area. Let's rearrange it like this and put a box around it. This is what we're trying to find. Now for the next step, let's focus on this red triangle. Let's call this angle up here alpha, and we'll call this angle beta. So we know that beta plus 90 plus alpha is 180 degrees. Let's bring this triangle over here. And then let's look at this yellow triangle. It's going to have the exact same angles. Let me show you why. This is an angle of our square, so it's a right angle. And then we showed earlier that beta plus 90 plus alpha equals 180. So beta plus 90 plus alpha will equal the 180 right here. And then once again, since there's 180 degrees in this triangle, it's going to be beta plus 90 plus alpha equals the 180 degrees. And then the hypotenuse of this yellow triangle is a side length of this square, so it's also equal to x. Let's copy the triangle down here and rotate it. These two triangles have a corresponding congruent angle here, a corresponding congruent side here, and a corresponding congruent angle here. By angle side angle theorem, these two triangles are congruent. That means by CPCTC, this side is the same length as this side, so we can label it y. And then this base will also be congruent to this base, so we know that w is equal to z. And now we can update our diagram. This side of the yellow triangle is equal to y, and this w can change into z. And then we can also change this w into z, and we can update the area equation. We can change this w into z. And now we're done with the w. Now from here, let's take this right triangle and do the Pythagorean theorem. We'll have z squared plus y squared is equal to x squared. I'm not sure what to do with this yet. Let's put a box around it. And let's do something else. We have not used the 6 yet. Let's extend this to here and drop this at right angles. We now have a right triangle that contains 6 as the hypotenuse. Let's focus on this green triangle and see if we can figure out these sides. This hypotenuse of the green triangle is definitely x because it's the side length of this square. And then since we know that alpha plus beta equals 90 degrees, in this 90 degree angle, if this is alpha, this would be beta. And then same thing if we look at this 90 degree angle, if this is beta, this remaining portion would be alpha. And then once again, this angle of this triangle plus this angle would equal 90 degrees, so this has to be beta. And now let's give ourselves some room and copy down this green triangle and rotate it. Once again, we have angle side angle with these two triangles. That means by CPCTC, this side is equal to y and the base is equal to z. And we can update our diagram. This is y and this is z. And now I think we're done with these triangles. From here, the only thing missing is this side, and it's one of the sides of the square, so it's equal to y. And now let's focus on our new triangle. The hypotenuse is equal to 6, the height is equal to z, and the base is equal to 2y. And since it's a right triangle, we can do the Pythagorean theorem again. It'll be 2y squared plus z squared is equal to 6 squared. For the first term, the 2 can go to both of these. It'll be 2 squared y squared. And then 2 squared is equal to 4, so we have 4y squared. And then on the right-hand side, 6 squared is equal to 36. This also looks important. Let's put a box around it. And now I think we have everything we need to do the area. This z can distribute to the z and to the y, leaving us with z squared plus zy. And then we can split this up into two separate fractions, each with 2 in the denominator. These will be equal to 0, so they can can cancel each other out. In the place of this x squared, we can use this box to do a substitution. X squared is equal to z squared plus y squared. So we can change this x squared into z squared plus y squared. And then from here, we can combine like terms. 1y squared plus 1y squared is 2y squared. And 1z squared minus half of z squared is 1/2 of z squared. So now we got to figure out what is 2y squared plus z squared over 2. Let's see if we can use this box here. Let's divide both sides by 2. On the left-hand side, 4y squared divided by 2 is 2y squared. And then we can add to that z squared over 2, which is z squared over 2. And on the right-hand side, 36 divided by 2 is 18. And now we know 2y squared plus z squared over 2 is equal to 18. That's the exact same thing we have right here. So in the place of all of this, we can substitute 18. And that is the answer to our question. Let's give it a label of square units and put a box around it. This pink region has an area of 18 square units. How exciting. If you like solving puzzles like the one we solved in this video, Brilliant has you covered. It's basically the perfect training ground. They have thousands of lessons across math, data analysis, programming, AI, and much more. And everything is hands-on and interactive. It's the best way to really understand the math instead of just memorizing it. One of my favorite things about Brilliant is you're never stuck. You're never wondering, what should I do next? Brilliant walks you through each concept one step at a time. And if you ever need a little nudge, they have hints and explanations one click away. They have courses in geometry, algebra, calculus, and probability, all my favorite math classes. And they have tons more fun courses in all the topics. To try Brilliant for free for 30 days, you can visit brilliant.org/andymath or scan the QR code on the screen. Or you can click on the link in the description. You can also get 20% off an annual premium plan. How exciting.